hear the voice of fate, speaking my name in humble supplication. I created another universe and founded paradise, for I, Fischl, am the Prinzessin der Ver...
Sister Rosaria! So here you are! Choir practice is about to...
I've told you already, I don't go in for that kind of thing. I've got more important matters.
But this event has commemorative significance. The church hopes that...
Hopes? That's odd, 'cause I don't recall a fulfill the hopes of others...
I mean...
But what? You're the event organizer, aren't you? Do you not...
What do you...
This far out from Mondstadt at this hour? Even if you set out right now, I'll wager you'd still miss the opening ceremony. Who knows? Maybe this is someone's grand plan to make a fool out of you.
Huh? Well, that can't be. People aren't like that.
Evidence decides what people are like, not your feelings. Maybe you're a little too trusting of other people. Don't fret, nobody's gonna blame you if you go back empty-handed. I can't imagine anyone else was delusional enough to think I was gonna show up. But if you dally any longer, you really won't make it.
You're right. It's a very important commemorative event. If I'm late, then... right, I've gotta get going.
Seems like that nun's an expert in making people believe anything she wants.
I thought I heard something. Who are you and why are you eavesdropping?
We'd better watch out. She seems like...
Oh, really? I'm a member of the long-standing Favonius Church. You're an eavesdropping pixie from who knows where. And you think I'm the trickster?
Wait, she heard that? But Paimon was whispering so quietly.
And as for this outlander you seem to be following... So it's you. The honorary knight that saved us from storm terror. Well then, given your status, I won't press you on your reasons for eavesdropping. Otherwise, depending on your answer, I could have arrested you on the spot.
What? Do the nuns of Mondstadt have the authority to arrest people?
We can't go turning a blind eye to hidden dangers, can we?
That doesn't sound...
Let's talk about you. What are you doing in the mountains? If it's him you're after, I made a point of note. Many people have made their way up after the snowstorm.
So, are you also...
No, this is just a professional habit of mine. I sensed elemental traces in these tracks. Never hurts to be... I couldn't care what you think. Come on then, I'd like to see what he's...
Rosaria said there were elemental traces in the tracks. They should show up...
Another test subject.
My room...
Free! I got careless.
Want a taste of my hammer? I messed up.
Freeze!
Should replace my hammer.
You know, little pixie, your ability to appear and disappear at will is very interesting.
Yeah?
After committing a crime, you'd be able to leave the scene without a trace.
You're so suspicious. Why is Paimon a criminal in your example?
Leave it to me.
It's getting colder and colder. Rosaria, aren't you freezing?
Me? I'm all right. I got used to operating in adverse conditions a long time ago.
Seems like there's more to being a nun in the Favonius Church than Paimon realized.
Told you I'd win.
Is that Albedo? Why would he hang
The word on the street is he loves sketching. He'll hang around anywhere. The views and scenery here are pretty good.
But can't he see those hilly churros? Uh-oh. Looks like we startled them. Enough talk! Let's take them out of the picture first.
Freeze!
Who are you? Thank the gods I'd already completed my sketch. Would have been a shame to leave these particular hilly trails unfinished.
What's up with sketching hilly churros? What makes them so interesting?
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my sketch, it may give you a clue.
Wow.
You can find these hilly trails anywhere. Quite boring, in fact. But take a look at this specimen. The build, the coat, and the cyclical lives of such primitive communities. Such unique attributes.
Hold your horses. Something tells me we're in for a thesis and We found your man. I'm headed back.
What? Don't you have any... what?
So Sister Rosaria brought you. But back to the point.
We met a girl in Mondstadt, Sucrose. She said you were stuck with...
I see. So Sucrose, Then, if I'm not mistaken, you must be the honorary knight. I've heard a bit of everything. Your action... I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one Excellent. If I could procure your assistance... forgive me. This must be confusing.
Whoa, whoa! You wanna start...
You're right. For example, awakening life. Breathing new life into fallen leaves.
You can do that?
However, I have a particular seed in my possession. It's like you, in that it hails from another world. Helping it to grow...
Well, if you're struggling to figure it out, Paimon's not sure we're gonna be much assistance.
I beg to differ. I'm unable to comprehend the intricacies of life outside of the known world. But you're not from the known world. By observing and researching you, I may just be able to find a way to get the seed to sprout.
Shall we just get out of here? This sounds...
It's possible. Time for a change of surroundings. We should be going. There's research to do.
Albedo and that traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a risk to Mondstadt?
Let it rain!
Told you I'd win.
question. After the seeds spread...
I don't know. But I feel the importance will lie in the method. Not using alchemy to awaken otherworldly life into that would constitute a big leap after awakening. Even creation may be possible.
No, Paimon's got a brain. But what's the seed gonna become? Isn't that...
Well, if it turns out to be...
Yay! Paimon's holding you to it.
Well, let's just say the subject of my first research was the elements. In this world, how you're able to freely manipulate elemental power is something I'd like to ascertain. Firstly, do you have any extra organs? A second heart? Fascinating.
What a stupid question! And another thing!
I was merely considering the possibility that you were an Oh, that rules out. But that would mean that Paimon's elemental power would be enough to break through a mountain rock at least 10 meters thick. Or cause the...
Hey! How would you...
In that case, it would appear that there's no obvious difference between... Given that there's clearly a discrepancy in the research. Firstly, this mysterious elemental power. Let me lure a few slimes to the area. Perhaps you'd be able to defeat them, using whatever method comes most natural.
Huh?
Direct and clear observation are imperative. Naturally, if you require a greater...
Slimes! Slimes are fine!
Well...
Leave it all to me, as a good knight should.
Freeze!
Prepare to be blown away! Someone needs assistance. Steady as stone. Get him! No escape!
Great work. If you're injured, I have a few emergency... Excellent. Now that we...
Internal...
It's very simple. If the elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body, this...
Sounds kinda terrifying.
Don't worry. In the normal course of events, you'd feel some temporary queasiness. No bodily injury.
And in the abnormal course of events?
If anything unexpected occurs, I've made the necessary preparations. Try not to worry. Well, it's not that there aren't any risks involved. But if there is anything blocking your elemental flow, we'll be able to locate it with this test. Just a warning. If an internal elemental reaction occurs for any other reason, that's a bad sign. Yes, that's an excellent way to think about it. Before we get started, the potion we'll use for the test is missing a catalyst. We'll need to find it. It's a type of ore known as star silver, but unfortunately not all of it is suitable. I'll take you to my campsite. We can gather some star silver ore on the way. I'll point out any likely contenders. All going to plan, we should be able to begin concocting the potion when we get to the campsite.
still got a few safety concerns, but it seems like there's a silver lining. Let's keep our eyes open.
Frostbite.
Here. Should do for catalyst purposes. This one. Usable with a bit of polish. What luck. This should be enough. My campsite is just up ahead. I'll lead the way. This is my... I've added the materials we collected to the concoction. While we are waiting, have a look over here. My assistant Timaeus here is helping me with my research. I'm guessing you may have met in Mondstadt already.
Hello! I've just gotten hold of the data from your experiment. The report is already up on the board there.
Whoa! Look at all the data! You got all these results from one slime battle?
I wouldn't call them results, inferences, and a few daring guesses perhaps. I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic relationship between this traveler and the slimes. Consider. You don't have a vision, but you can manipulate elemental energy. The slimes don't have visions either, yet they too are able to manipulate the elements. Following this line of thought, I'm sure we'll be able to establish a basis in fact.
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life forms. In other words, beings consisting entirely of the elements. A cryoregisfont in that sense.
Yes, sir.
After all, we've got our primary data. If it turned out that she did have a phylogenetic relationship...
Ah, it would. Paul, speaking of data, to complete our research, we'll need...
Great, I'll leave you to it. Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little first. If all goes well... in line with my expectations. Ready to drink. Remember to keep calm at all times, and breathe deeply if you feel unwell.
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face. You said you tried some already. You sure it was...
Oh, this was the result I was expecting. And a very... This potion channels elemental... But if the internal elemental flow is unimpeded, you'll only experience momentary discomfort.
So you knew you'd be sick and still drank some?
It was my own concoction, of course. Only natural for me to be the guinea pig. Perhaps it's inconclusive.
Paimon!
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar result. The good thing about ordinary is that everything is an object of reference. People are the same, they can understand. When you're sick, a doctor can diagnose you, but a peculiar person, they don't have much recourse for the things we take for granted. For example, a human can't understand the life. To sum up, this has been a positive outcome. Going forward, you can... Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out. If you could...
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. Oh, you gave me a lot to consider. Really stretched my limits. I'm thinking a lot. Having you down as an animal wasn't very precise of me. But starting with the premise of an elemental life form?
Not bad. I think it's an interesting line of inquiry. Whatever.
You can count on me, sir.
Is he trying to join the Knights? He's, what? Paimon!
Before... If you're interested, why not have...
Here comes Albedo! Let's go see him!
An elemental life form from another... Albedo's...
I'll catch up.
I'm back. Did you see anything interesting? Well, there may be significant... Take Tevat, for example, but worlds may well exist where only one... So, leaving elements to one side, do you possess any... I think answering this question calls for the same methodology as last time. In other words, time for the next experiment. No. You shan't be required to it. Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it.
You think Paimon knows how to do...
That was your I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. It may... Anyway, why don't you cook us up a sunshine sprat? I've just finished preparing...
Cooking? Paimon...
Not only is this recipe a staple for me, it's also worth experimenting with and highly nutritious.
Paimon bit... That does sound yummy, though. Okay, Paimon approves.
I'll leave you to it then, if there's anything left over.
How are we gonna channel elemental power into the food? Maybe try the willpower thing again. Where does it get these ideas from? Let's just do it the old-fashioned way.
That was fast. Looking forward to testing the results. An average outcome experimentally, but you've really brought out the flavor. As far as the proliferation hypothesis, unless...
We just didn't know how to channel elemental power into the food. It's a little more complicated than...
Not to worry. At least we put some food to good use. No need to feel disheartened. And here's your portion. Enjoy.
Woohoo! Thanks! Glad you were paying attention.
I can tell that... Not that Paimon...
Hey! You were but you do have... And you're right!
Yes. There are all manner of alchemical items here. Keeping them in their proper place is a challenge at the best of times. A while I managed to retrieve the majority, but 2 vials have been evading.
Paimon's barely finished eating.
Don't worry if you can't locate them. I was planning to replace them. If you had, say, superpower, like night vision or vibratory sensing, I must have dropped them somewhere in the air.
So, guess we'd better take a look. Oh, yeah. This must be electrohypostasis powder. The extract of an animo crystal fly can only be animo elemental energy, right? This has gotta be it.
Goodness. I'm wondering.
Yep.
Unfortunately, only a never-before-seen other...
You mean, we've...
Don't be disheartened. I have to commend your deduction that... Right then. Up until now, our research has focused on your otherworldly identity. In essence, the differences between... Looking out from where we're standing, can you see what Sucrose is doing? And if you jump from here and landed on that cliff, the one over there, could you see? So what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here, and it burst into a million fragments? Then could you see her? Then I shouldn't get too excited. Still, we'll gain a more... I know of a location that will be perfect for a physical test.
Still in one piece. Good thing the vial's so strong.
Add Astra. Add Astra.
ancient alchemy truly... Take your pick.
When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice.
Take your
When you're
pick.
high up,
You'll
everyone
find
can
no
hear your
second
voice.
rounds of ways.
Dodge this!
can't keep up with me! We can do this!
Dodge this!
Time to clean up. Steady as stone.
frostbite.
Prepare to be blown away!
Dodge this!
I must leave no stone unturned. I'll protect us!
Cool it!
Let's dance!
Steady as stone.
I'll catch up. I'll catch up. I must leave no stone unturned. I'll protect us!
Freeze!
Go, Rubber, go!
Freeze!
Yeah! Let's dance!
Oh, so soft. Cool it!
Gone!
Leave it up to me.
Freeze! Cool it!
I'll catch up.
Steady as stone.
Someone needs assistance.
Freeze! This moment will be frozen.
Let's dance!
Cool it!
Prepare to be blown away!
Cool it! Dodge this!
Come stone unturned.
Cool it! Dodge this!
I must leave no stone unturned. I must leave no stone unturned.
Dodge this! This mate will be frozen in time. Dodge this!
Leave it up to me.
Cool it!
Windblade!
Cool it!
I must leave no stone unturned.
Oh no!
Freeze!
Let the show
Time to clean up.
Seems all the other night. It's already have their hands full.
Someone needs assistance. Someone needs assistance. catch up. Someone needs assist.
Since this is the right place, it must... Yes, this must...
Windblade!
Aw, if that wind current was stronger... Huh? Why? Or... Oh, Paimon gets it! If it was this... Alright, let's follow you... Oh, hang on a moment. Looks like we've gotten close to the Guizhong Ballista. Why don't we shoot you up to the Jade Chamber using the ballista? Oh, right. Oh, that's right! Now that you mention it, we could use the Guizhong Ballista to see if there's another way up. Steady as stone.
Cool it.
Come on, we can do it! I'll protect us!
This one will be frozen.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Halt! Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
Exactly. What are you talking about? We're invited guests. What makes you think you can treat us like this? No. Wait. Maybe this was Ningguang's plan all along. She pretended to invite us to the Jade Chain. Now Paimon...
What? We're just on guard duty. What do you mean?
What nonsense! Seize these
Well, here they... Steady as stone.
Dodge this!
I'll protect us!
To arms!
Steady as a durable-made wound.
Take the target alive!
Prepare to be blown away!
Freeze! Don't get frostbite!
Tactical retreat! Who goes there? Attack!
Steady as stone.
Take the target alive!
Time to clean up.
Triad!
Someone needs assistance. I must leave no stone unturned.
Beaten free! Retreat!
Stop! What's all this about?
Lady Coaching, these...
Who are you calling strange?
You want...
We're invited guests, here to look for the Liyue cheese...
Well, as it happens,
Oh!
I'm Kuching, the Yuheng of the Qixing. I know of you, traveler.
Wow.
The Guizhong Ballista in Tianheng Pass has long been in disrepair, and yet it was fixed in a single night. I came here to investigate that occurrence. These Millilith are just here to guard the scene, not to arrest anyone.
So this was all a misunderstanding? Paimon never would have thought.
Anyway, for a mortal to be able to repair an Adepti mechanism is quite the mystery, even to the Qixing.
That was... Huh? Oh, right. So, Lady Yuheng, might you have any idea why Lady Tianquan invited us to go to the Jade Chamber?
Just call me Kuching. I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance. Or at least, to not wholly side with the Adepti.
We're not taking sides. We spoke with the Adepti. They want to protect Liyue as well.
When you say protect, you're referring to their sanctimonious arrogance, aren't you?
Huh?
You are mortals and thus under their protection. There was no way they would have regarded you as someone with the ability to assassinate a god. Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of the assassin to be pointless work. Perhaps they even wonder if there might be a I'll say it like it is.
Well, you've got a point there. Still, this is the first time Paimon's seen a person from Liyue who doesn't respect the gods or the Adepti.
Should I respect the shallow sense of time and condescension to mortals that has caused them to delay in moving against us, Qixing? Forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way. This skepticism is mine alone, and Ningguang does not share it. Either way, I will admit that the Rex Lapis's death is indeed an extraordinary circumstance. How surprisingly civilized of them. Well, for Ningguang, she would the time of the Adepti.
Another super bold statement.
I'll stop here. You should both be off to the Jade Chamber. Don't be late now. Ningguang, the cream of Liyue's mercantile crop, all...
Favor? But... Wait, that's right. Greeting...
All right. You can decide on your greeting. You didn't actually have to come... Well then. May we meet again, traveler.
Well, that Yuheng may not respect the... So, what should we give... Oh, right! Paimon has a feeling that it would... Why don't we go with that for a gift? Nope! But let's go gathering... Ooh, look at that slime! It looks crystal clear! And very delicious! That's the one!
This will be frozen.
Is it just Paimon? Or is there a sweet fragrance in... Huh? Did you hear that? It seemed like it came from those ruins over there. Uh-oh.
There's no way. Cool it! Dodge this!
Steady as stone. As a dutiful maid would.
Dodge this! Freeze!
Thank you.
I was nothing.
I understand. Don't worry. Don't say that. I'm Meng Dan, a supplier for Mingxing Jewelry in Liyue Harbor. I never expected that those treasure hoarders would have their eyes on the same ruins that I had. Is there anything that you lack? Antiques, treasure...
Wait a moment.
Oh? And what might that...
Do you have a box that can store presents? We'd like a pretty one.
Of course we do. How... Now just give me a moment.
Great! Paimon...
Oh, so sorry. Right. Freeze!
Where has Master gone this time?
What are you staring at?
Oh there! Come! Come and see these rare and precious curios. Ha! Adventure!
Don't be shy.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
but we have some new items in.
Hey there!
Uncle Mung already told me about it. Thank you both for saving him. Many of the best goods in here. This container is...
Yep. Hang on a moment.
Sure. Please help yourself.
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique as our mix, it's done!
Oh, yes. You might...
Woohoo! It looks beautiful! Great! Now that we've put all the...
Still the moon over the chamber roams.
According to Kuching, this is what we should say. Excuse me, do you sell the moon here?
Yes.
It's not convenient to speak.
Ah, well said.
Yep.
And yet the code they used...
I've been waiting for you.
Since this is our first...
Oh, for me. You have my thanks. This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, one may survey all of Liyue. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. And since becoming the Tianquan, at first, it was but the size of one room. Now, it is... One day, I believe it will overshadow... Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade. As such, I...
What?
And I finally got wind of your move...
Wait!
Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours. At the Guizhang...
You weren't
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult. Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you...
I need a more...
I believe that you've heard of the Archon War. Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2,000 years ago. Much blood was... In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Tevat. You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock. Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, gods that failed to seize the title. Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia. Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, the relation... Even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis... That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden. But our enemy has long lain... Hiding the Exuvia was a necessary maneuver to...
Who's this enemy you're talking...
What do you think, Traveler?
Huh? What are you two talking about?
Well answered. The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our preparations to receive guests within are complete, so please, this way.
Wowee! What a huge hall! Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
Be at ease, you two. Make yourselves at home if you wish.
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as
Ooh, isn't this...
Why, you've kept your
That's because even the storytellers are talking.
That's because that wall records Leo's. But the secrets of the mercantile world, if possible, I'd like to... But if you were to choose... I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone of her character on the Qixing, I've had some extra messes to clean up behind the scenes. But after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue? Well, I must say that quite a few of my doubts have been dispelled. I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But, for Liyue's sake, we cannot allow ourselves to be shackled by rumors of our usurpation of power. Indeed. It seems I called for the gag order and for the With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busy allowing the rite of parting to take place.
It's exactly as... Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends, could I say one other thing?
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little...
Well, we have made...
Yay! One of the sheets on that... Don't look at Paimon like that. Just imagine. Let's grab one! The biggest one! Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is right up there in the most La 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 la. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Oh, sigil of permit. Aw, that doesn't sound... This piece of paper... Oh, Ningguang did say that but research on the Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the sigil of permission. Oh, you really... Well, should we not go then? Oh, so you're saying... Anyway, before we look...
So, you don't have... Afterwards, why not sit down? All right.
Is confidential.
So, you don't have... Afterwards, why not... Come now.
Sorry, anything business related? This gives good market insight.
freeze! This moment will be frozen in time.
Windblade! Leave it up to me.
Flash break shield to the bone.
Cool it! Freeze!
Windblade! Be gone!
Freeze!
Yeah! Let's dance!
Cool it!
Shield to the bone.
I'll catch up. Here. And some stacks of blank paper, too. What are they for? Paimon's seen this pattern before, but where? Oh, but how did a relic... Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that when the Lord of Geo created the Sigil of Permission, it wasn't to be used as some old relic. Talismans like that were... Maybe the... Being able to channel divine... And the plot... Alright, the last stop on our right... Let's go!